To prevent Mattia Binotto, their previous team principal, from joining a rival F1 team before 2024 at the earliest, Ferrari is said to have given him more money. Binotto began his career in 1995 with Scuderia Ferrari and quickly advanced. Before being promoted, he played a crucial role in the team's success while working first in the engine department. In 2013, he was made head of the engine department, and again in 2016 he was made Chief Technical Officer, or CTO. He continued to serve as the CTO before becoming the team principal as of January 7, 2019. With an impressive track record, where does the need to switch teams come in? At the outset of their previous season, Ferrari set out to use the groundbreaking new technical rules to propel them back on the path where they could win races and compete at the front of the pack. The Italian squad, led by Binotto, accomplished this achievement. They won 12 pole positions, 20 podium finishes, and 4 Grand Prix victories. They had the quickest vehicle before the year began, and even though their chances of winning the championship waned as they battled mechanical issues and strategic mistakes, they still finished second in the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships, a significant improvement over 2021. However, Binotto announced his departure from the firm less than a week after the season ended, just as Ferrari was getting ready to repeat as world champions. After their championship attempt failed in the middle of the season, the Italian team principal resigned from his position at the end of November. It is known that he felt he no longer had executive chairman John Elkann's complete trust, and made the decision to resign on his terms. Following weeks of rumors, Binotto officially announced his departure from the organization, concluding a 27-year career with them. The announcement wasn't shocking, since speculation about his future started to circulate during the last races of the season, as Ferrari's season deteriorated. The team had a solid start to the year, but as the year went on, they suffered from vehicle problems and made several strategic mistakes. Another theory surrounding Mattia Binotto's resignation involves the former Ferrari CEO. Binotto's position was reportedly undermined when Louis Camilleri, the CEO of Ferrari, announced his early retirement in December 2020, according to sources. Sergio Marchionne, who headed Ferrari before Camilleri, and Louis Camilleri believed in Binotto. They supported him and had faith in his capacity to turn Ferrari around. They were aware of the difficulties facing Formula One and acknowledged that it would take long for Binotto to put the necessary structures in place to achieve long-term success. They might keep him safe from the inside out, enabling him to concentrate on his work. After Camilleri left, Binotto was left in a strange position. The strain increased without any assistance and with the greatest responsibility in Formula One. He continued along the road he thought was correct. He concentrated on getting rid of the blame culture that had brought Ferrari behind. Binotto preferred to have private conversations rather than openly criticizing the squad. Instead of looking for someone to blame, he would provide internal support. It meant that even if some people were envious of him, as is normal in business and sports when someone achieves such rapid advancements, the majority supported his goals and enjoyed working for him. Ferrari revamped their wind tunnel, which had been holding them back from growth for a while under his direction. Additionally, he gave his approval for the cutting-edge simulator, which is now the finest in Formula One. He also supervised the enormous development made on the power unit, which was the poorest of the 4 manufacturers in 2020 and may have lagged behind the competition by as much as a second, but is now competitive with the class-leading Honda Red Bull powertrain units. At the team's headquarters in Maranello, Binotto supervised the construction of the greatest simulator in Formula One. Binotto was not flawless. He is aware of his errors, but the team was unreliable and committed several tactical mistakes. The growth curve abruptly flattened down, letting Red Bull pull away and Mercedes meet up after the season. However, Binotto thought his place was secure for the time being, going into the season finale in Abu Dhabi after speaking with Ferrari chairman John Elkann on the Wednesday before the race. He believed he would have been granted the opportunity to improve on the progress of 2022 and 2023, and that if he didn't deliver the championship, it might be the end of the road. He was aware that Ferrari was looking for and speaking to potential replacements for him, though it is understood they never explicitly told him this. The board has great trust in Binotto, according to Ferrari president John Elkann, who said this at the Italian Grand Prix in September, but he is not pleased because he believes they can always do more. Some F1 watchers saw the comments as a thinly disguised admonition to Binotto to step up his game and a declaration of the complete trust of the board in the greatest traditions of European football. Ferrari's claim that the rumors linking him to a replacement were absolutely without substance simply helped to confirm his conviction. On his return from Abu Dhabi, however, top management at Ferrari reportedly remained silent, according to sources. He immediately realized that his tenure was nearly up. He decided to step up and go. Where would Mattia Binotto go next? Binotto's breadth of knowledge in Ferrari's engine department may impress both Red Bull and Audi. Although Ferrari's 2022 season was unimpressive, the team's vehicle was the best in the field for most of the season, and Binotto had a key role in its design. Teams hoping to sign Binotto will have to wait, however, since a contract condition prevents him from joining another squad. According to Formula1A.Uno, Binotto and Ferrari have decided to take a 12-month gardening leave after his departure. Since the 53-year-old deal wasn't set to finish until 2023, he will be obligated to the Italian powerhouses until the end of this year. To prevent him from joining a competitor, his gardening leave, which was originally scheduled to last 6 months, has been extended by 2. Binotto is reportedly forbidden from obtaining a position with F1 owner Liberty Media or the FIA throughout that time per the terms of agreement. Although Mercedes CEO Toto Wolff has announced that Binotto isn't going to join the Brackley or Brixworth teams, there has been no confirmation of where he would head next. According to sources, a number of businesses, including Formula One operations, have shown interest in hiring him. There have been brands like Alpine and Aston Martin suggested. Audi has also been suggested. As they get ready for their 2026 debut, the German company would profit from Binotto's broad leadership and technological know-how. Binotto has shown his ability to successfully reform a squad and alter the culture. Who will replace Mattia Binotto in this role? According to sources, Ferrari's top management has been considering Binotto's successor since the 2021 season. After considering several possibilities, they decided that Alfa Romeo CEO Fred Vasseur was the most probable choice. A basic management principle is to never fire an employee before finding a better, capable successor. In December, Ferrari announced that Frédéric Vasseur, CEO of Alfa Romeo, will take over. Benedetto Vigna, CEO of Ferrari, stated of the hire, "We are delighted to welcome Fred Vasseur to Ferrari as our team principal. Throughout his career, he has successfully combined his technical strengths as a trained engineer with a consistent ability to bring out the best in his drivers and teams. This approach and his leadership are what we need to push Ferrari forward with renewed energy." Ferrari's initial candidate to succeed Mattia Binotto was Vasseur, who guided Alfa Romeo to 6th in the Constructors' Championship, the team's best result in 10 years. After weeks of deliberation, Vasseur decided to leave Sauber, where he was working after 6 years, and joined Ferrari in one of the most important positions in racing. Vasseur has more than 20 years of expertise in racing, including time spent managing the Renault team during the 2016 season. He wanted to depart Sauber on amicable terms since he has developed a close bond with the company's chairman, Finn Rausing, and has also established himself as a successful businessman. Given how huge this Ferrari job is, they decided not to obstruct him, therefore agreements were soon agreed upon, allowing Vasseur to work out the specifics of his Ferrari arrangement. He began his employment at Maranello on January 9th. After Jean Todt, Frédéric will command Ferrari as the second Frenchman. Before formally commencing the position this week, he presented himself to the group and started to familiarize himself with the Maranello's operations. No other significant changes to Ferrari's senior engineers have been reported. Vasseur seems to be engaging with many of the same employees that Binotto had throughout the 2022 season, whether out of choice or as a result of being instructed he must. However, there may still be adjustments made to the way the team functions. Vasseur plans to give the engineers greater freedom and authority while Binotto manages the technical division while serving as team leader. Vasseur is taking a major step up, and he has the expertise, drive, and personality to succeed if given the chance. Well, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe as it helps grow our YouTube channel. Until next time.